So we are back. Yes. Uh, so my today's plan, as of date 24 February, my today's Saturday. My today's plan is to study statistical foundation, and in that my uh, basic objectives or lesson objective you can call is basics of statistics, then measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion. Materials I am going to use this uh, is statistic foundation book, perplexity tool, YouTube videos and class notes. And activities I am going to do reading, formula understanding, problem solving from the books, and calculations and assignment. I probably solve the problems in book, or I already solved it, and or we can practice on the Excel as well. But it's better for learning the formula. We need to solve it on books only. Books in notebooks. So I'm going to start this. Yeah. So we will start with our basic notes I have created. I learned this in the class, and I'm going to start with this only. So what is statistics? Statistics is the science of collecting, organizing and analyzing the data. Basically, uh, whatever the data available here, we collect it, we organize it, and we analyze that data. What the data means, or what is the meaning of data? Data is nothing but facts or pieces of information that can be measured. Like you can measure how many students are there in the class, you can measure how much money you have in your bank account, how many bank accounts you have, you can measure that. And you can, whatever you can measure, that is data. And it can be collected, it can be organized, and can be analyzed. So that is the basic core of the statistics that I understand. So there are types of statistics, where the descriptive statistics and inferential statistics are the core types. What comes in the descriptive statistics is to organizing and summarizing the data. And in inferential statistics, techniques or uh, techniques what we used the data that we have measured to form conclusions. So here you can see the example of the data. Or in data we have two types, like population and sample. So what the population means? Population means we are taking considering the whole data amount. Like suppose we are collecting the data from the college, and in college there are 10 classrooms, so that 10 classrooms will be our population. And we are collecting and analyzing the data from the one particular classroom is called the sample. Population is denoted by capital N, and sample is denoted by small letter n. There are sampling techniques we use, uh, like simple random sampling. Like you are taking any random sampling, you are taking you're going and collecting any samples based on whatever the information provided. Then there is stratified sampling, where the population, the capital is split into non-overlapping groups. Like in population, suppose there is a group of 1 lakh peoples, and you are going to collect only the data for the females or the males. Or you can say you can collect only the data for age group below 20 or age group above 20. So that is stratified sampling. Means it's the logic behind it. We will go and see what the perplexity tool will give us about the sampling techniques. Then there is systematic sampling. Systematic sampling is basically you are collecting that sample of the particular information or the nth object, nth individual. Like suppose people are going to vote, people are going to vote, voting booth, and they are coming out of that. So you are collecting every 10th individual, or you are collecting the data or feedback or opinion of every fifth people. That will become under the systematic sampling. Then convenience sampling, this is another kind of sampling techniques. It's basically you can choose any specific or particular types of peoples, so that will come under convenience sampling. So we will move forward. Yeah. Oh, it is not showing properly. Wait. So we are back. So we will move forward to the variables. What the variable? What is the variable basically? Variables is a property that can take on any value. Like you can say that my height is 6 feet, or my height is 5 feet. You can say my weight is 60 kg or 65 kg. That means it can take any particular value. You can say I have two mobiles, right? I can say I have one laptop. So variable means the any value that particular property is taking. And there is types of variables. We will see it particular definitions and all, but basic understanding for the variables is discrete variable, quantitative variable, continuous variable, and qualitative categorical variables. Some variables are cannot be measured in the numbers. Like you can't measure the gender in the number. You can't denote the country names or state names in the number. So that will come under the category, particular category. And then we have any caste or any religions that cannot be measured in the number. So it will be go under categorical variables. Then we have quantitative variables. That means we can measure it like a numbers, and we can do all the mathematical operations based on that. Whatever mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, we can do on quantitative variables. Then there are discrete variables that are the whole numbers, and continuous variables. Like whole numbers is like 0, 1, 2, 3, and continuous variables, it means the integers is also being measured in that variable. So there are variable measurement scale. There are 4 types of measurement scale. One is nominal data, ordinal data, interval data, categorical data. We will see this deep on the perplexity or in the book of the statistics. Also I am noting it down in the whiteboard that whatever we are completing, and we will put this on and in the PDF or something like Word document. Okay. So I have the variable measurement scales in the detail. Variable measurement scales in statistics are organized into 4 level based properties. We see that nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. In the nominal scale, we measure the objects or groups which are not defined by or not denoted by the numbers. Numbers do not convey any inherent order or quantitative relationship among the categories. Like I said that different types of genders, different types of castes, or different types of religions, that cannot be denoted in the number. It is denoted in either categories like M, F, or characters basically. Then there are ordinal measurement scales. The scale indicates the order or rank of items, allowing comparisons of magnitudes within categories. However, the distance between adjacent categories are not necessarily equal. Example includes ratings, like 5 out of 5 star rating or 5 points rating, and there is student ranking also, or you can say uh, vote ranking also. The person who gets more vote is qualified at the winner, and another is loser. uh, then there is intervals. Intervals, basically you can take the example of the temperature measurement tool. uh, we measure it in Celsius and Fahrenheit, right? And IQ scores also. Here it is given this, and 0 on the scale is arbitrary, so the ratios of the intervals quantities do not have meaningful interpretations with interval variable measurement scale. And there is a most important, that is ratio variable measurement scale. And this is similar to interval scales. Ratio scales provide ordered categories with equal spacing between successive values. Additionally, ratio scales have true 0 point, making ratios to the scales value meaningful. Examples include time, weight, and population size. It starts from the zero, right? So these scales allow statisticians to choose appropriate methods for data analysis, and this is kind of basic foundation for the data analytics. And so what we covered are what is the meaning of statistics, what are the types of statistic, what is the meaning of data. Then we covered population, sample, and the sampling techniques. We'll see deep in the sampling techniques as well. And then we gone to the variable part. We seen the quantitative variables, qualitative variables, discrete variables, and continuous variables. And lastly, we covered the variables measurement scales. That are four scales. There are one is nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. So that's it for this topic. We will go next with some formulas and some sort of examples and questions. We will cover this, and we have to cover intervals, range, and the frequencies. Thank you.